And I think that flipped this switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this.
There was no one there to pick up the rucksack, to pick up the boat, to pick up the log, to go in there. It was you. There was no pat on the fucking back at 300, at 275, at 250, at 220. No, that was you.
Dog, listen, let's get something straight. I was born a nice kid. Somewhere along the line, I lost my fucking way.
You gotta have an unlimited supply of fucking fuck you. So whenever shit gets nasty, David Goggins goes, you had nobody anyway, motherfucker. You had nobody anyway, motherfucker. Look around you. There was no fucking team. It was you. There was no weight loss program or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. Rock bottom.
What's good, you guys? I know it's been a minute, but I'm back like I never left. You know what I'm saying? We haven't done one of these in a while, man. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back and I really want to get back in the grind. So before we get into the breakdown though, I just want to recap what just happened this past weekend. If you guys didn't watch the UFC free card, we had the fight night, and it was a good fight night, bro. This shit was free and it was pretty stacked, and I'm pretty sure everybody enjoyed most of it. I think I did. You know, it wasn't that boring. It was really good. But let's get into it. Let's just see what I want to know. What you guys think? What should happen next with these guys? Yeah, let's get into it. So Johnny Walker, if you guys saw, you know, he did get knocked out again, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Johnny Walker, bro. It's crazy because every time he fucking falls, he gets punched again when he's on the ground. Like, he's literally down on the ground, and then the fighter just goes this right to his fucking chin again. So he got slept in round 1. I don't know what's going on. I hope he gets better. You know, maybe he should take a little break and like just train, and because that's already like I think 2-3 knockouts like that he's had in his career. You know, the one with Jamal Hill, the one with what's the other guy? It's in my head, bro. Ankalaev. And then with this guy, the Vulcan, he's a vet. You know, I honestly thought Walker was gonna walk through him, but I guess not. I doubted Vulcan for sure. He went in there, got in the pocket with him, and, you know, put him to sleep. All right, so the next one was Shara the Bullet versus Antonio Trocoli. This fight was good. The only thing is, like, this guy Trocoli, bro, would not fight back. Like, I literally had that shit in my head, like, fight back. He was not fighting back at all. Bro, I honestly don't know what he was doing. He was just standing there. In the first round, he did good. Like, he caught him like with the 1-2 in the beginning, and he actually like chin checked him pretty solid. But other than that, man, all he did was try to take down Shara, but it wasn't working. Shara did do a little he did hold on to the cage on one takedown, but they did give it to Trocoli anyways. But still, that could have changed the round 2 a lot. But other than that, you know, we saw Shara just those kicks, bro. Those kicks are so fire that he does. Like, he like, anybody that goes against him in the future, they gotta like learn how to check his kicks, because, bro, those kicks are so hard to read. He has good feints with them, and he just throws them from everywhere. But yeah, Shara, nasty KO win. If you guys didn't see it, you know, he hooked them. That shit was nasty. Calvin Gastelum and Daniel Rodriguez. This fight was solid, bro. I actually really liked this one because they were banging it out. They were like really going at it with each other in the pocket. I thought Daniel was gonna have him for a second because it did look like he checked him a couple times, but damn, like, Calvin was eating those shots, bro. They were both eating some good ass shots, not gonna lie. Both were eating good shots. Calvin did win. He started taking him down, so, you know, D-Rod doesn't really have any takedown defense or anything like that, so it was pretty rough for him to get back up, especially when Calvin missed weight, which I think takes off a little credit off this win, because you told him that you lost weight a week before the fight, so, and then it was at a catch weight, so D-Rod didn't really have enough time to get back like where he could have. you know, so it could be an even weight, even fight. But Calvin won that one. He did look pretty decent in that one, but man, they shouldn't let him fight at the weight he was fighting at, because bro, he cannot make weight at all. And it wasn't cool for D-Rod, you know, because D-Rod, I'm with him, you know, he lost respect for Calvin for now making weight, and you got to respect your opponent too, bro. Like, you guys are both cutting the weight, and if you can't really have that respect and cut the weight like your opponent it is, like, come on, bro, that's fucked up. But yeah, Calvin won that. We'll see what's next for him. And then Sergey versus Volkov, that shit was a solid fight, honestly. Volkov really surprised me, bro. I thought Sergey had this in the bag, not gonna lie. I really underestimated Volkov. I just thought Sergey was gonna put him out. He couldn't. Volkov was so good with the kicks, keeping the distance, jab. He kept jabbing his fucking nose, bro. He had his nose bloody. Other than that, the thing that stuck out this fight was after, when Volkov tried to, you know, show him respect after the fight. Sergey was a sore ass loser and pushed him like a little girl. Like, bro, it was so like dumb. Like, I'm sure he lost a lot of respect and fans, because no one likes a sore loser like that, bro. You go in there and you just brought out with someone, you scrapped it up, and you can't even show respect afterwards, especially when you were the one in the wrong in the beginning. If you guys didn't know, like, Volkov said that he didn't want to fight him because he thought they were cool, and Sergey was like, nah, we're not really cool like that, or whatever, I guess. So karma's a bitch. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he lost some fans after that, because he was a sore ass loser after that fight. That shit was, I'm like, bro, really? You really gonna try to push him after you just got fucked up? But whatever, that's just the way he is, I guess. We'll see what's next for him. For Volkov, I really want to see him fight Khan again. I heard there's rumors that it might be booked again, but we'll see what happens. You know, I think he definitely improved from their first fight. He looked really good, bro, and those kicks are nasty. His accuracy with the jab, really good. Let's go to the last one. This one didn't last long at all, bro. Fucking Bobby Knuckles, Robert Whittaker versus Ikram. I thought this was gonna be a closer fight than it was, and Rob just put him out, put him to sleep in the first round, made it look easy, didn't even take any damage whatsoever. The only damage he had was himself fucking banging his chest super hard. But other than that, Rob, I really want, bro, book this fight ASAP. Rob Whittaker versus Sean Strickland, give it to us, bro. Come on, that's the fight to make. I want to see that fight ASAP. I'm sure Sean is down, and because he really wants to fight already again, because Izzy and DDP are already fighting, and I'm sure Rob is down because he didn't take no damage at all. So book that fight ASAP, make it happen. That'll be a fucking great fight. But other than that, man, Rob made it look easy. He caught on to Ikram. You know, every time Rob would go in with the feint, he noticed that Ikram kept picking his leg up, his lead leg, and trying to kick him when he tried to come in. So he feinted and, you know, caught him with the cross. That shit was disgusting. And then finished it off with that uppercut, brutal ass uppercut. But yeah, book that fight. Let me know what you guys think on all these fights. Did you guys fuck with them? For Shara, I don't know, who do you guys think he should fight next? I want to see him fight someone like more better now. And I did see Bo Nickel call him out, but I don't know if I really want to see that, just because I feel like Bo's really just gonna try to wrestle him. I know Shara has a solid wrestling defense, so for sure, you know, he's Russian. Come on now, can't fuck with them. But let's get into the main card that we're gonna talk about today, which is UFC 303, baby. This shit's fire. I'm so glad we're having back-to-back weeks that are fire. But we're gonna get right into it, so let's do that. All right, guys, I know I'm taking a little break from the video just to show this. If you guys don't know, I have the website up and I got the brand going. You know, if you guys haven't seen it, these are the tees. It is a little wrinkly because I just washed it, but we got the Always Authentic in the front right here, bro. I'm telling you, it's fire. The quality is fire. It's 6.5 ounces, 100% cotton. I'm telling you, it's not that cheap shit that people be buying, or that I don't consider this merch, because, bro, I'm telling you, the quality is so good on it. We got the back right here. It says authentic, dying breed, but still maintaining. You guys know what I mean by that. What it means to me is just like, dying breed, but still maintaining, you know, there's only not that many people that are still themselves. There's people that just you know, have their mind and their perspectives, you know, manipulated, and they change their thoughts and their beliefs for others. And that's what this brand means to me, always being authentic, you know. So go check it out. The website's down below. I'm telling you guys, it's fire. The quality's sick, and it's not that cheap shit. I promise you, not cheap at all. But go check it out. Let's get back into the video. All right, so if you guys know, this card was getting fucked over. You know, it had us fans in, like, man, just checking our phones nonstop. I know it had me checking my phone nonstop to see what's gonna happen after we heard Chandler versus Connor not happening anymore. You know, it getting canceled. We're like, bro, what's going on? Then Jamal Hill, and then Oberg, and I'm like, bro, what's going on? And everyone counted out. Not gonna lie, everybody counted out Dana White and Trevor. They thought like, oh man, they're fucked here. But bro, they honestly clutched up, and I can't complain at all with this card, especially on a back-to-back week. Like after this free fight night, and then we get this weekend coming up, bro. Like, bro, UFC. That's why I fucking love the UFC so much. But we're gonna get right into this card. Let's get into it with the first fight of the night on the main card, which is Ian Machado Gary versus Michael Venom Page. Damn, this fight. Either this fight could be really boring, or this fight could be really good in my eyes. Just because we'll see who engages the most. And but we're gonna look at Ian. So Ian, we already know he's lengthy. You know, he has solid kicks. He has decent striking. He has a teeps against Jeff O'Neal. His last fight, we saw him keeping the distance really well. He has solid kicks, man, and I think that's gonna be a good factor this fight. But also, you know, Venom MVP, he's unpredictable. He has good striking. I feel like he could get into Ian's head too. You already know he likes to play those mind games. You know, mid-fight, he has a big mouth, like my boy Holland. But yeah, you know, so he could get into Ian's head, but we'll see what happens. You know, he's crafty as well. The thing that Ian, I feel like he can like to get a really good advantage with is the calf kicks, bro. Everyone knows Ian has nasty calf kicks. And if we know how MVP fights, he fights with like a heavy he has a heavy stance on his lead leg. He really puts a lot of weight on his lead leg, and it's really open because the way he stands. So I really think Ian's gonna take advantage of the calf kicks this fight, and I think that's a way where he can you know, win this fight, is just attack the legs, attack the calves. And if I also think that Ian has to get off first before MVP, because if you guys see, you know, if you let MVP do his thing, bro, that's when you're fucked. Like once he has you in the bag, like he just fucks with you, and like you don't know what to do. He's unpredictable, bro, so that's what makes him really good. So I'm not counting out MVP. I think this is gonna be either it could be a close fight, or it can go one person's way, like more. So like, but I would say that Ian wins this fight, just because I think he's not gonna fall into the traps that MVP has. I feel like he is gonna really try to keep the distance. If we saw against Jeff O'Neal, you know, he was getting booed just because he wasn't like engaging a lot. But I think that's what he might do this fight, is just like use the calf kicks, and yeah, and I think he's gonna outstrike him. But we'll see. With the striking, that's the one that's like really difficult to know, just because they're Ian's striking is good, but it's not the best. And then Michael, he has unpredictable striking. It's just so awkward. So that's somewhere he can take an advantage of. But he really has to look out for the Ian calf kicks. And we also don't forget that we've seen, you know, Ian get checked. He's gotten knocked down. And MVP definitely has the abilities to do that. And Ian just has to stay aware, bro. He really has to stay aware of all the weapons that MVP has, because it's just an unpredictable person to fight. He's really unpredictable. You know, against Holland, he was using those crazy ass fucking moves, those spinning back elbows and all that. And so he has to really look out for that. But also MVP has been, you know, knocked out before. And we're looking at the age difference too. You know, MVP's 37, Ian's 26. Ian's like not even in his prime yet. He's He's so fucking young, it's crazy. But Michael, he has a fucking reach advantage like crazy. He has 5 inches of reach on Ian. So I really want to see how MVP engages with Ian. But honestly, just in my eyes, I really like. I know I said it a lot of times already, but I honestly feel like Ian is gonna attack that lead leg really bad with the calf kicks, and I think that's gonna be his priority to like win the fight and throw off MVP with his stance and his kicks. But also MVP is good with his body kicks. If you guys remember, he throws those side kicks. Those are nasty. So we'll see, man. We'll see. This is a solid fight. It's a really tough one, but I'm gonna go with Ian on this one. I think Ian's gonna take this one just because I feel like he's gonna. But the only thing is too, bro, Ian can't underestimate MVP, because I did see like he's acting like this is not even gonna be a close fight. He's acting like MVP ain't shit, which Holland also did. That's where he kind of fucked up. And I don't know, you can't underestimate MVP, and that's gonna look good for him. Of course, he don't mind getting underestimated. That's gonna be better for him. So just Ian has to stay aware of all the weapons that MVP has, but MVP definitely has the abilities to sleep Ian for sure. And he's a point fighter, so he could win off points. So that's the thing. Also, if you let MVP get above on you on points, then that's where it's gonna get more complicated and more frustrating for Ian. He's gonna feel like he has to do something, and that's when MVP just puts you in those traps, and he just gets in his bag, and he takes over. So Ian just has to be careful and be aware. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Ian on that one. But it's really tough, bro. I feel like MVP has a really solid chance too. But this is a good fight, and we'll see who wins. Best man wins that night. All right, we're gonna go to this is where I'm gonna take my shit break during that night. We got Mayra Bueno Silva versus Macy Kielsen. This is where I'll take my shit, go on TikTok for a little bit, and just go get another beer after, and then I'll come back and get into Anthony Smith. But other than that, I'm just fucking around. But all jokes aside, I did kind of like look into this one, even though I feel like this one's gonna be not that interesting, not that entertaining. But I think Silva would take this one just because I feel like she's a better grappler. Macy, she's been super inactive, so that's one thing. She's been really inactive, and I think Brazilian jiu-jitsu coming from Brazil is better. And I know they both like this is gonna be a takedown game, a grappling match. So I really think I'm just gonna take a fat ass shit during this time. But I will go with Bueno Silva on this one. The only time I'm not taking a shit is if Tracy Cortez is fighting, straight up. All right, so let's get into the next one. This one's solid, but at the same time, bro, it sucks because we know what we had this instead of this fight. We had we had 2 other better fights, I think, or 3. It was Jamal Hill versus Roundtree, which would have been so fucking good on this card, and it didn't happen because Hill got hurt with something, and then it was gonna be Oberg versus Roundtree, and then Roundtree, I think he confessed because he got drugged or he took some supplement and it had something illegal, but nothing against him because he's the one that fucking went to the UFC to go let them know that he did take this. He wasn't trying to hide or anything, so my boy's not guilty. So it went from Oberg versus Roundtree, which also would have been a fucking solid fight. That would have been nasty too. But then it went to Smith versus Oberg, which I think Oberg would have just demolished Smith, to be honest. And now we got Smith versus Roman. So this shit really declined. It's like fucking one of those shows where season 1's solid and then season 2's alright, and then that shit just goes to shit. So this is where we're at now. Anthony Smith versus Roman, but fuck it. We may get a knockout anyways. So I did break down these fighters, so we're gonna get into it. So Anthony Smith, veteran. Just don't talk about his family. If you know, you know. He has the accuracy, good striking. He has knees, and that's where he can be really good. Is just I feel like he's better. Anthony is really good when he has like the opponents backing up. When he has opponents backpedaling, that's when he's super accurate and like he just lands these good ass strikes. And we've seen him do that a lot. When he has someone backing up, that's where he can take really advantage of you. But we all know, you know, his chin isn't the same anymore. That's where it's gonna play a factor. He just has to try to not get caught, bro. But because if you guys remember the fight versus Roundtree, there's times where he just walks into shots like nonstop. He just walks in, he's covered up, he can't see anything. He'll be blocked up and like literally can't see nothing, and he's just getting like comboed at. And I don't like when he does that, when he just walks in and he's just letting these shots hit him like nonstop. He did that a lot against Roundtree. I think also too where Roman, you know, if we look at Roman, he's nasty in the pocket. He has the power. He has some solid fucking low end head kicks. The head kicks are nasty. If you guys know, you know, Roman has some good ass head kicks, and that's where he can take advantage. But I think to say my decision first off is I'm going with Roman on this one, and the way I see him winning is gonna be in the pocket. If you guys know, you know, he's super good at it when he's in the pocket. He's nasty in the pocket. This guy pops off when he's just engaging with someone, and if I think he gets Smith like at the cage or somewhere where he's pressuring him and he just has him in the pocket, I think that's where he can sleep Smith for sure. He really has that power, nasty power, and he's good. And that goes back to what I said is when against Roundtree, you know, he was just getting, Smith was just getting hit in the pocket a lot, and that's how he got KO'd. You know, he was just getting caught in the pocket, and I think that's somewhere where Roman is gonna take advantage of, and that's a big factor for me to go with Roman on that one, just because of that reason. So I am going with Roman on that one, but it is gonna be a close fight, and Smith could win if he just keeps the distance. He has to keep the distance, be accurate with the shots, use his knees, use those kicks. You know, just keep the distance, because you don't want to be having Roman in your face, bro, in the pocket. That's where it gets dangerous. All right, Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. God damn, this is the fucking fight. That's the first fight that saved the card, I believe. When I saw this shit, I was like, oh fuck yeah, hell yeah, this is a good ass fight. If you guys know Diego Lopez right now, the hype is real, bro. The hype is fucking real. I became a fan right away once I saw this guy start winning. He's just super likable, super likable. That's what I was trying to say. But Brian Ortega too, bro. Fuck, he's good. You know, he's really good. He just beat Yair not too long ago with a twisted ankle. If you know, you know. And that fight was good, but at the same time, it just shows that he's just nasty on the ground. You know, that's so. If we look at Brian, we know his BJJ really good, decent striking. You know, his striking's pretty solid, and he has good submissions, bro. He has really good submissions, and a factor here could be is that like he has the experience. His resume is like really good, and he has like good IQ. And the thing is too, that fucking Brian never gets slept, bro. This guy has a strong ass chin, really good chin. And if we look at Diego, you know, he also is good at jiu-jitsu. So it's gonna be crazy to see, bro, like two guys fucking good at jiu-jitsu. I don't know if this is gonna stay a stand-up just for that reason, because they're both good on the ground, but we'll see. Diego has the power, nasty power. We'll see if Brian can eat that power. And his striking, he's crafty. He has those calf kicks. Those calf kicks are brutal. So Brian has to be careful with those too. He can't be getting calf kicked off the rip. And I would say that Diego's really better on the feet. He just knows how to mix it up well. He has the good strikes, the good kicks, but Brian can take those punches, bro. And it's just gonna go. I don't know if this is 5 rounds or not. I hope it is. But if it's 5 rounds, Diego can guess out. You know, this is probably his first 5-round fight. Then if it is 5 rounds, it should be 5 rounds because it's a co-main. But if it's 5 rounds, he can guess out because Brian is always in your face nonstop. He's just gonna always be there. Diego as well, though, he's really aggressive the way he starts off. The only thing about Diego, he does get caught sometimes, but I don't know if Brian really has the power to put him out. Maybe he could check him or not. We've seen Diego get caught a few times. You know, when he gets too aggressive, he gets caught. He puts his hands down sometimes. That's one thing, and hoping he's getting better at that, learning more. But overall, this is going to be a really great fight. And Diego, he has to save his energy. Brian, on the other hand, man, the only way I see like Brian winning is like putting the pressure on Diego, like just making Diego like gas out, try to make him gas out if it's a 5-round fight. And just has to be careful, man, not to get caught too much, because Diego has that power, but Brian also has those submissions. You know, we've seen a lot of good submission wins from Brian, and this is going to be a solid fight, but I am going to go with the young buck. I just feel like Diego is on a tear right now, and I feel like he has more abilities to win this fight, more weapons to go off of. Just the thing that can scare me a little bit is if he guesses out or not. I don't know if he will guess out, but if it's a 5-round, this is his first 5-round. It could go 5 rounds. I could see it going 5 rounds just because how Brian is just tough, bro. He could take a punch. He really can take a punch. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna have Diego on this one. But overall, fire-ass fight. Both have good ground game, as I said. I think Diego is more crafty on the feet. And I think that's what's going to play a really big factor here. And he's fucking big, bro. Diego is so big for this class. And he's going to look way more bigger than Brian for sure. But I do got Diego on this one. But this is a fire-ass fight. Let's go to the next one. Here we go. Versus...
Brother, this guy stinks!
That was fucking corny. Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prochaska 2. The rematch is here. This shit's crazy. Fucking shout out to Pereira and Yuri. This is the second time they've actually jumped in to save a card. The first time they jumped in for a card, it was gonna be the Jones versus Stipe one. And these fucking dogs jumped in there and fucking saved that card. And we all know how that one went. It went Pereira's way. And I really thought Yuri was going to win that one. The stoppage, a little bit debatable, but overall, Pereira was nasty starting that fight. The calf kicks, we already know. That's his game plan. He attacks those calves, bro. And we all know how those calf kicks are. He doesn't telegraph them whatsoever, so you don't even see them coming. It's super hard to read. But yeah, I think that's going to play a factor. Again, I still don't think that Yuri's gonna have the abilities to really check every calf kick, bro. It's just, I feel like it's impossible. Even Izzy thought he could on the rematch, and he was still getting hit with the calf kicks. So, and then Yuri too, he's really heavy. He puts all his weight on his lead leg, and that's one issue for sure. Is just like against someone like Pereira, he's gonna see that every time you step front, you're putting that weight, and he's gonna kick that fucking calf nonstop. Doesn't give a fuck. Has a straight face, stone face. But let's get into like overall their abilities. Pereira, like I said, the calf kicks, no doubt about it, because he doesn't fucking telegraph them. He has the best calf kicks in the game. His stand-up game, solid, A+. You don't want to strike with Pereira, but at the same time, what else is Yuri gonna do? You're not gonna tell Yuri not to strike with Pereira. It's just, bro's mindset is on another level. He goes into darkness with no food or water for fucking days. I don't know how someone could do that, but you're not gonna tell Yuri not to do that. And Pereira, he has a solid takedown defense now. Every time we see someone try to take him down, they haven't even been successful. The last person that took him down was what's his name? Jan. And he took him down once and didn't do anything with it and gassed out that fight, which was crazy. So we'll see if Yuri does try to take him down. I think he can take him down, and I think he should, but I don't think he should just go for one thing. I think he needs to mix things up. He needs to take down Pereira, or put him against the cage, try to take him down, and also strike. He can be headhunting like the first one. The first one he was just headhunting, chasing him down. But at the same time, I feel like that's the only thing Yuri can really do, because he doesn't want to stay back and on the back pedal. You don't want Pereira pressuring you, and you're kind of fucked there, because you're gonna get calf kicked, you're gonna get body kicked, you're gonna get striked at. So you really gotta put. I feel like the best bet is what he did the first fight was putting him on the cage, but he just has to be better overall doing it. He has to be more aware, and Yuri is just someone really hard to predict. You know, the way he stands and everything, it's super unpredictable. And he has those elbows. You know, when he knocked out Dominic Reyes, that was a brutal fucking knockout against the cage as well. So I think the way Yuri has to take this fight is try to put him against the cage, not be in the middle, and not try to stand too much with him. He has to be, you know, accurate, because Yuri is accurate. He has good striking. He has submitted before. He actually submitted Glover. So just overall, Pereira, I mean, Yuri, he cannot take the calf kicks he did in the first fight. That, bro, he couldn't move in like the first 2 minutes because of the calf kicks. So that plays a big factor. He needs to mix the game plan up for sure. And he has to not try and like do one thing the whole night. You know, he has to mix it up, like I said, but they're both dangerous. And one factor about Pereira too, you know, he has his chin up all the time. And that's somewhere where Yuri can take advantage. You know, he always has that chin up and chin high. And but for Alex, I think he might just do the same thing. You know, just take advantage of the calf kicks, mix it up. He knows what to do already. There's not really anything he needs to change, I feel like. You know, these guys both came in 1 week notice, and it's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. But for sure, like, if this fight goes longer, like the longer it goes, I can see it getting more dangerous for Pereira, just because, you know, Yuri, he likes to put the pressure on you, and he has you backpedaling a lot, and that gets tiring. That for sure gets tiring. If you guys remember, we just saw Costa versus Strickland, and Costa got fucking tired because he was just backpedaling the whole fight. That fight disappointed me, just because I'm like, bro, you fought Yoel Romero, big ass dude, and you were backpedaling against Sean Strickland, and I thought you were gonna brawl and all this and all that, but yeah, that just goes to show you, like, backpedaling the whole fight, that shit guesses you out. So I think the longer it goes for Pereira, it could be bad. But if I had to put my money on someone, oh man, this shit's so fucking tough. Fuck. Like, if either way I go, like, it's just so, I feel like this fight's so 50-50, bro. Because for both of them, it could just be one hit and they win the fight. Literally, just one shot is all it takes for them to win a fight. And you know, in the first fight, Pereira did, like, hit him with that tempo shot, and that's what kind of wobbled Yuri a little bit and put him on to his hips. But I don't think Yuri was fully out. I really don't think so. I think it was a little bit of an early stoppage. He should have at least let him, like, brawl him on the ground and, like, punch him, do a little bit of ground game before stopping the fight, just because you couldn't even see Yuri's face. So, you know, you should have just, like, let it go a little bit longer, like the way Pereira finished Jamal Hill. You know, you at least, like, see his face and see that he's actually out. Hill claims that he wasn't out, but I'm pretty sure we all know he was out for that one. But yeah, overall, man, this is a good fight. I just really don't know who to put my money on, just because, you know, I like Yuri. I've been liking Yuri more than Pereira. I am starting to become a fan, but fuck, bro, I don't know.
Few moments later.
Not gonna lie, I might just underestimate Pereira again and go with Yuri just for the rematch. I don't know, man. I just feel like Yuri, this shit's hard, bro. Fuck. I really don't want to choose this one on a video, man. Fucking hey. The thing is too, like, we just saw Yuri fight that other guy. I forgot his name. I'm not gonna remember his name. Alexander, I think. Yeah, Alexander, right? And fuck, dude, Yuri was taking so many shots. Like, I don't know how this guy was standing, bro. I thought he was done for. But the thing was too, he made Alexander gas out, like, really quick because of the pressure he's putting on you. He just has you backpedaling, so it's like puts this pressure on you, bro, and it's just hard to stop this guy from coming in front of you. Like, this guy doesn't give a fuck. He takes those shots and he eats those shots. So that's the thing, is like, I feel like it's inevitable for Yuri to get into your face and finish the fight, man. And I feel like that's what's gonna happen this fight. I feel like it's gonna be different. I'm gonna have to go with Yuri on it. I said it. I know. I respect both of them though. They're both fucking good fighters. This is just something hard to choose, and I'm a casual, so I'm going with Yuri on it. Just because of what all of what I've said so far. But yeah, I got Yuri. So those are my picks. Ian, Silva, Roman, Diego, and Yuri. Those are my picks. Let me know who you guys got. And let me know what, in the beginning of the video, I was talking about the fight night this past weekend. Let me know who you guys want to see next for Rob. And let me know if you agree with Sean Strickland. But I think that should really happen. But other than that, I'm out. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Please, bro. Please just comment. Let me know what else I should do. Should I keep these going? And don't forget to check out the website. It's going to be down below. Trust, I'm telling you, the quality is fire. I've got nothing but great feedback so far. No one's complained. No one's, it's not that shit merch, whatever. Don't buy that merch. I'm telling you, this is a good quality. Buy it ASAP. Rock it. I'm out. Peace. Let me know what I should do next. And I'm back, baby.